Preparation and characteristics of spray FTO thin film. Abstract. Here the paper is reprinted in 2007, 12th January. Here abstract, and this abstract is saying that the fluorine doped tin oxide FTO thin film have been prepared by spray pyrolysis technique. It is a technique they used, spray pyrolysis technique with further annealing. So here the film with the 25% of fluorine ground at 400 degrees centigrade present a single phase and exhibit tetragonal structure with lattice parameters A equals to 4.687 angstroms and C is equals to 3.160 angstroms. Scanning electron microscope shows homogeneous surface with average grain size of 190 nanometers. So here he has grown that FTO thin film. So it is grown at 400 degrees centigrade. By reaching to 400 degrees centigrade, he got a structure of tetragonal structure. It is lattice parameter of 4.687 angstroms and C is equal to 3.160 angstroms. This is and another one is he has used SEM morphological structure. He has given average size grain, each grain size is 190 nanometers he found. The thin film transparent, this film is a very transparent in visible zone and exhibit high reflecting in near infrared region. So this FTO thin film is giving highly reflective in infrared region. The best electrical resistivity was found. Here the resistivity found 6.3 × 10⁻⁻⁴ ohms. The resistivity of the FTO glass. Transparent conducting oxide TCO are widely used as a transparent electrode in photoelectronic devices, liquid crystal displays, solar cells and plasma display panels. Various techniques have been developed for fluorine doped tin oxide FTO deposition such as laser ablation. So various techniques have clearly, here it is how FTO is prepared by this is doped, this is done by laser ablation, chemical vapor deposition, DC reactive sputtering and electrostatic spray assisted vapor deposition, sol gel and spray pyrolysis. Properties of obtained films are strongly depends on the preparation method and control of the process parameters. The undoped stoichiometric tin oxide film have very high electrical resistivity because of their low intrinsic carrier density and mobility. Therefore, the challenge is to prepare non-stoichiometric and doped tin dioxide thin film. So here the preparation method is the most important to prepare FTO. Okay, fluorine doped tin oxide film. Then depends on the properties of FTO depends upon preparation techniques. So and as well as it is having more resistivity SnO2, as well as this resistivity is reduced by preparation technique as well as by doping some elements. The spray pyrolysis is a simple technique for the growth of thin films. It's a simple technique, this process. Spray pyrolysis is a technique we can use this one to prepare thin films in large scale production. And the spray pyrolysis preparation cost and means spray pyrolysis. By this process, if you prepare thin films in large scale, the cost will be less, the preparation cost will be less, and in this process the vacuum is not required, that we have to understand. And the spray pyrolysis, you can see here this chamber where we are maintaining the temperature as well as we can also maintain the pressure. Here this is a nozzle. Here from this nozzle, in this nozzle, from this nozzle the spray is coming and it is going to spread on the surface. Here we are keeping our substrate where we want to deposit the thin film. So that substrate is kept here. By this technique we can prepare and we can avoid dust particles by this process and prepare thin films. Now it is used to synthesize many transparent conducting oxide films such as zinc oxide. We can prepare by this method zinc oxide, indium tin oxide and antimony tin oxide. In this present work, we report structural, optical and electrical results. We are reporting what in this paper it is represented. Structural properties represented and optical properties represented and electrical properties are also obtained, and the results obtained on FTO prepared by the chemical spray pyrolysis technique. The film grown at 400 degrees centigrade. Here the film is grown at 400 degrees centigrade have interesting properties. They exhibit good interesting properties in this method. Do not require the post annealing improve the optical and electrical properties. So here by this process need not to do any not required post annealing to improve the optical and electrical properties. Means any after process is not required, any other process is required, additional process is not required to obtain all these optical properties and electrical properties and remaining chemical properties. So as needed in alternative process such as reactive evaporation, sputtering and salt gel. So these are one of the technique, reactive evaporation technique, sputtering and salt gel technique. In this one the best way is what spray pyrolysis is simplest technique. So but in the previous case, in some cases reactive evaporation is required, sputtering and salt gel. These techniques are also used additionally when you use other process, then these are going to be needed to get these structural, optical and electrical properties. So thin film of fluorine doped tin oxide have been prepared by using spray pyrolysis, selenide glass. So thin film of fluoride doped tin oxide have been prepared by using spray pyrolysis. By this method we are going to prepare FTO. FTO means fluorine doped tin oxide film that we are growing on the substrate selenoid glass. Okay, and the spray alcoholic precursor solution is containing stannic chloride. In this one we are going to use alkalic precursor solution. It is prepared by having what stannic chloride, which is SnClO4 SnCl4 5H2O molecules with 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 m as a concentration. Ethanol and distilled water ratio of 1:4 also used, and with HCl addition to adjust the pH value 0.5. To achieve fluorine doping, ammonium chloride with concentration 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 to 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 m range was added for this precursor solution. Some authors used HF as a dopant in a FTO layer. Some authors are also doped by HF, this FTO film. The distance between the spray nozzle and the substrate was 40 centimeters. Carrier gas flux was 2 liters per minute. and spray rate is 2.5 milliliters in minute per minute. Now the clean glass substrate temperature was in the range of 250 degrees centigrade to 400 degrees centigrade range. The fluorine indium tin oxide film ITO, we used same reactor and solution containing anhydrous indium chloride and sternic chloride was dopant. Here in this same reactors, so for indium tin oxide film we use the same reactor and the solution containing anhydrous indium chloride. Sometimes we can also use indium chloride and sternic chloride sternic chloride is H2O dopant. This also you can use to avoid cooling down the substrate by spray solution. A linear motion of spray nozzle is applied. Here the motion of the spray should be how linear motion, means horizontal flow or vertical flow. Any one linear motion should be maintained for the spray nozzle, that we have to maintain. An expert probe diffractometer was used to determine X-ray diffraction. So this is the instrument they use to determine X-ray diffraction of the sample, and the pattern is taken for copper K alpha radiation. Next, the surface morphology was observed using scanning electron microscope SEM. The instrument is SEI Quanta 200. A comparative study of amount of dopant in the sample, how much dopant is present in the sample, was analyzed with energy dispersive X-ray analysis, DAX. With DAX they are going to find out amount of dopant. Next, in order to find out the size of the grain in the surface, SEM image was studied by image processing program called analysis. So to find out the grain size on the surface, the SEM image used. The SEM image is studied with the image processing program called analysis. This is the method they used. Next, the sample transmittance and reflectance. The sample transmittance and reflectance were obtained by means of Carey 17T double beam spectrometer in the range 400 to 2200 nanometers wavelength range. So also observed that lower than 400 nanometers a strong absorption appears due to glass substrate. Means the sample absorption, when it is exposed to 400 nanometers below wavelength range, then they observed that absorption is occurring due to substrate. Next, a model assuming multiple reflections in compact film was used in order to determine absorption coefficient alpha. See, absorption coefficient of alpha of the sample is measured by multiple reflection in the compound film, and the free carrier absorption in the infrared region. The free carrier absorption in the infrared region by the free carrier absorption in the film infrared region was used to obtain electrical properties by the linear fit 1 by alpha as a function of 1 by lambda 2. So 1 by alpha changes with the function of lambda 1 by lambda 2. The free carrier absorption in the infrared region was analyzed, explained. The film thickness D was measured with the stylus type apparatus. The electrical resistivity rho was measured by Van der Waals method. So the thickness was measured by stylus type apparatus and electrical resistivity rho was measured by Van der Waals method. This is sample measurements they have done. Further also they have done. We will discuss now. This is a pyrolysis spray method. By this we can prepare the sample in this chamber. Now we can fix the temperature and pressure what we require here in this chamber also. But vacuum is not required for this process. Even but we can measure, we can maintain we can control the pressure up to some extent. So we are using this simple process. That's why we are using this pyrolysis spray method or spray pyrolysis method. This is the XRD pattern of the sample. Okay. See here, XRD graph we got between XRD intensity and 2 theta degree angle. We got some peaks which are belongs to 110 and 101, 200 and 211 and 2220. For this we got some peaks. And here this is semi image. The semi image grain size is measured. Already we discussed how it is measured by the semi image program analysis method. Image processing program analysis method. By this we can measure the semi images. And another one is transmission spectra of the sample. Reflectance and reflection transmittance is measured by this transmittance spectra of FTO from 400 nanometers wavelength to and for 2200 nanometers wavelength range. Between this range the sample is exposed and the sample reflectance and transmittance is observed here by this graph. Resultant discussion. In the spray process, the substrate temperature Ts is an important parameter. So, in the process spray, Ts temperature, Ts is most important parameter. We have to maintain it. The sample obtained at Ts lower than 400 degree centigrade present several phases and transmittance was lower than 55%. At 400 degrees centigrade, optimized temperature, for this optimized temperature, XRD spectrum for FTO with 2.5 of percent of fluorine FTO B is shown in figure. This is FTO B. Transparency is shown here. It shows a preferred orientation 110 previously reported in FTO prepared by DC reactive sputtering and sol-gel techniques. It was attributed to tetragonal structure with the lattice parameters A is equal to 4.687 and A angstroms and C 3.160 angstroms. The lattice parameters SnO2 tin dioxide are 4.7552 angstroms and C 3.1992 angstroms, higher than those observed and indicate substitutional F by O2 minus. O2 minus. It is a prefix. From extra diffraction, the 2 theta FWHM values permits to analyze the grain size by Scherrer law. The values found are around 35 nanometers. The surface topography FTO B thin film is shown in figure. One can observe that the film present homogeneous surface with the average grain size is 190 nanometers. That is also measured. higher than the value obtained from Stirrer law. This indicates that these grains are formed by several crystals. Figure 3 shows a typical curve of transmission as a function of wavelength for FTO sprayed film. So this is a figure 3 which is showing the transmission spectrum FTOA, FTOB, ITO. These two samples are there here, ITO and FTO. And FTOA, FTOB. FT means fluorine tin oxide. IT means indium tin oxide. So these curves, if you compare, it is there from 400 to 2200 angstroms, so nanometers wavelength. Up to there, the graph we got, this transmission spectra graph, that is explained. These films are prepared by spray technology with different dopant content. We also present a comparison between ITO and FTO transmittance of two samples. See, ITO and FTO, two different samples with the same thickness. Thickness is same. One can observe that the spectra are very different, especially in the near infrared region, where FTO film exhibit high reflectance, which is important for example for solar cell, since it avoids the heat of the device. So if we have high reflectance for UV light, UV radiation, infrared radiation, if it is highly reflected for infrared radiation, then devices or the material will not be heated. So that is why that if it is a good film, solar film, for this infrared rays should be highly reflective, then the film will not be heated and it is more useful for solar cell. So infrared region, if you observe, see variations are there. In the low wavelength range areas, we can see maximum variations coming down. Okay. Now, so the optical results are in good agreement with the literature on FTO film. Already some people have studied this FTO film by different process of production. The same results here also the author got, and also with this author already he has done FTO thin film he prepared by another method. The results are coincidence with the present literature properties. How it is prepared? He has taken on glass. On that one, tin dioxide is doped, and next, and tin dioxide is layer is formed, film is formed. On that one, another layer is silicon dioxide. Another layer is tin dioxide with the fluorine doped. Multi components. The absence of contrasted interference fringes is due to different light scattering, which can be especially explained by small region grains. Here we have to observe one thing: the absence of scattered interference fringes is due to scattered interference fringes we are getting due to the diffuse light scattering, which can be explained by the small grain size. The grain size is a reason for the contrast interference fringes. Table 1 summarizes several films. Now the table 1, this is table 1. FTO, FTA and FTOB, TOA. So here percentage of tin and fluorine. Now ITO means here fluorine is not there, it is 4%, and FTO means fluorine dopant is there, that is 1%. FTO B, it is 2.5% of fluorine is there. So if you see, look at this, resistivity is decreased. Here also mobility is increased to here, and again mobility is reduced somewhat from this and this. And if you see that resistivity is decreased, mobility for this is increased here, you can see that for optical data. Van der Waals data we got for this like this, and optical data we got like this. Okay, next come to the slide. Table 1 summarizes several film properties, that is the thickness, the percent of dopant, thickness of the sample and percent of dopant, electrical parameters, that is resistivity, mobility, density of carriers obtained by both Van der Waals method and optical data. This Van der Waals method data and optical data, this is given here. Resistivity, mobility, number of particles, number of carriers, resistivity, mobility, number of carriers. The data is compared. These two data are given. Now the minimum resistivity about 6.0 in 10 to the power of 4 ohms centimeter is obtained for 2.5% of fluorine content. Next, 2.5 content will be. Now here resistivity is less. Okay, so resistivity is less. Okay, mobility is more, and so you can see that is obtained for 2.5. It is in the same order of magnitude as this literature. It corresponds to degenerate semiconductors with high free electron concentration. Due to contribution of oxygen, vacancies, native donors, and the substance of O2 minus, fluorine minus in the tin oxide lattice, for this substitution electrical perturbation is largely confined to fill the valency band, and scattering of electrons is reduced, hence low resistivity. This is the main reason having oxygen particles negative charge ion, fluorine negative charge ion is the main reason for limiting the perturbation of electrical perturbation. To obtain mobility values are small by less than 1 order of magnitude of the best published value. The results indicates that low value of N determined by the Hall effect current means that there were substitutional disorder states with the dopant atoms not activated between the crystalline grains, which leads to decrease in the electrical conductivity. The figure of merit FTC is equal to T by R, T for transference and R for resistance. FTO B, fluorine tin oxide B, present at highest value of FTC of about 1.96 in 10 to the power of -2 ohm inverse. A possible explanation of this high value of FTC may be effect of ethanol, which reduces the oxide and provokes a higher oxygen vacancy concentration, not compensated by oxygen of air, relatively low temperatures. Spray pyrolysis at conclusion. Spray pyrolysis at 400 degrees centigrade was shown to be a simple and inexpensive method for producing fluorine doped tin oxide with high optical transparency in visible region and high reflectivity in near infrared zone. Electrical conductivity values were in 10 to the power of minus 3 ohms centimeters order with a good figure of merit. FTO prepared by this alternative technique can be used as window in solar cell. This work has been done the framework of Marco Ipano University collaborations by Spanish Agency of International Cooperations Project